This is day 12. Yesterday I already complete building the piranha plant. Today is a bit late already 10:35. So instead of tidy things up, I think I will pick something to build, and I think I want to pick something with minifigure. So I actually picked a small set to build today. So this is the Lego Creator Land Rover Classic Defender. So it's a set only cost me about $25, but because it's a Lego shop exclusive, I kind of bought it when there was the promo. And which one did I bought? Was it the Hocus Pocus house? I don't I think so. Anyway, I forgot, but basically got the promo, and then this is just a small set to meet the threshold. Because it's quite late today, I don't want to spend too much time building. Because if I pick a big set, right, then I probably have to stop after that one. So instead of building something big, pick something small. This is a pretty nice set. I actually quite look forward to it. It also has one minifigure with a very unique print on top, so you can see the pineapple pattern on her shirt. So hopefully this one only take me maybe 15-20 minutes to build. It shouldn't take that long. I wonder if this one has the QR code, because sometimes sets like this you don't get the QR code or the extra 20 insider points. So let's see, let's just scrap everything out. And as expected, there's no QR code for this set. So that's a shame. I was hoping to rack up some more points to get the discount code for some of the upcoming sets in the new year. There's tons of new set releasing. There are a couple of really cool ones, but obviously I can't afford them unless I win some sort of lottery, and that's not easy. Where should I put the box? Quite a few things here. I'll just leave it on the table, and I need to roll the instruction. So small set like this, the instruction booklet sometimes kind of end up kind of pretty roll up, so you need to kind of like this fold into a different directions. Then it will turns out easier for you to flip around, and that's just my way of doing it. Obviously different people have different way to solve this kind of problem. So there's no number bags in this small set. You don't usually get number bags in those in these small sets. What I'm gonna do is have everything spread out across the table. Hopefully I didn't run into a situation of not able to find a piece, and it shouldn't be. Usually it's like gray color or brown or black. Those are harder to find, but this one is mostly yellow, so that should be fine. And I think with this one I might not do a review of the set. And in terms of the Hocus Pocus set and the Piranha Plant, maybe tomorrow I take a day off doing this and film those. I don't know, it depends on my feeling. I don't want to set a schedule anymore. It's more like, hey, today this is what I want to do, then I do something. Otherwise, it's like, hey, always on a schedule. It's like, I need to do this, and then time gets very limited, and then I have to end up in the same situation the past 10-11 months. It's like, yeah, I need to film something, and then kind of start choosing on the small stuff rather than what I really want to build at that moment. If I only have one or two set not yet built, right, then it's easy. But there are lots of sets and not enough space, um, you know and I have to choose carefully. um, and I really need to stop having in between my conversations. I don't know, even myself, when I try to look back on some of my videos, those aren't exactly again, fall into the habit again. The best way to communicate really like have to be clean and clear. But one thing I noticed I did improve a lot. Like I'm not just saying compared to like the time I make video, but in terms of when I first came to New Zealand, that was 30 something years ago. No, is 30? Yeah, has to be right. No, 20, what? 1995. Okay, strictly speaking. Uh, so yes, 30 something years ago. I think if my maths done right. Um, so yeah, at school, right, you've got English classes. There's always the topic in terms of filming and things. And of course, we have to, participate in group to do a video project with like, those camcorder. I think it would be a lot easier now. Everyone have their phone, right? But yeah, that's basically it. Like there's some settings and there was some dialogue, and I can clearly recall the particular clip. I don't have the copy right now because it was just school project using school property, so those tape are already erased, I think. But yeah, the part that I have to speak, it wasn't very clear. I'm pretty sure even if you turn on auto captions, if I play the same clip now with auto captions, it wouldn't capture what I was saying. So compared with that time, if I watch all my videos, um, while the rhythm and the tone and sometimes pronunciation or grammatically, there are often some error. However, the speech was quite clear. So if I turn on auto caption now, it's mostly accurate, I would say. Yeah, so that's some achievement. It's not that easy. Um, and that's one thing I admire, like the professional, whether they're actor or whether they presenter. I have no interest in that field, but it's just more like, hey, watching them, people able to speak English and just change their accent very easily, and that's very hard to do. Maybe it's just me because I'm not a native speaker, but if you can switch accent any way you want, you actually create a lot more opportunities on the video style and how you want to present your ideas or drive the conversation. While my aim is really be more, well, not be more, but be authentic and just try to say what I feel at that particular moment while building Lego, and talk about the Lego set that I'm building at the moment. So it doesn't really matter, but able to do that will give me the opportunity to maybe throw in some different conversation inside. But well, that's just what I'm thinking. And so far, it's pretty standard in terms of building a Lego car. Nothing really. Sorry, the throat. That's a bit itchy. But I'm not feeling sick, so I should be fine. So yeah, nothing, revolutionary. Same, same style, using a little bit different pieces just because of, the coloring and the style of the car. but you do get this wheel arc. Very standard thing. Um, I think it's a 6 studs wide, so it's kind of go back to the traditional width of the Lego cars, because in the Speed Champions theme, I think 2 years ago they increased the width of the design. It's actually a good move because it allows the car to look more um, or look closer to the real thing. But just by looking at the package, I think it's already looking really nice and really captured the looks of the classic Defender from Land Rover. So really looking forward to it. Although the front grille is a sticker, but that's okay. Um, I'm not a hater of stickers. If there's a choice, of course I would prefer printed. But if you are not aware, so Lego printing sometimes can be quite disappointing. So usually the printed tiles are fine, but when it comes to minifigure, you often see, the printing is way off if the the, the brick underneath has a darker color compared to paint that they print on there. There were a few very disappointing minifigure in that sense in the past. And imagine this one really cool set and the graphic design is an essential part of that particular build, right? And the printing quality just not up to the standard that you're expecting, then I'd rather have a sticker. I think you know sticker is fine. Sometimes you do get some cool graphic design, but I already mentioned in when I was building the Hocus Pocus set is that my hands tends to be quite shaky, so it's not easy for me to apply stickers. Whether I use the recommended technique with the brick separator, I try to be you know more calm, or try to do it slow. In fact, if I do it too slow, the shaking gonna be much more worse. So that increase the risk of me messing up the sticker. Um, so yeah, sticker not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes it's just annoying to apply. And the other thing is sticker doesn't last as long as the printed pieces. So I have that Lego Simpson Creaky Marks. Um, it's a really cool set, but of course there were lots of stickers. What happened is that of course I don't have a humidity control room or dust free room, so I just have to. Well, I try very hard to avoid UV light. But no matter how hard you try, sometimes you just can't control the weather in terms of humidity or the heat, right? So, and also even in under normal circumstances, when the stickers age, sometimes it start to peel off, and those are things that is happening with my creaky marks. It actually happened very soon after um, the set being displayed. I think after about a year, the stickers start peeling and things. Um, yeah, that's actually quite disappointing because for that particular set, the whole sticker sheet, because it's a retired set, I can't request from Lego customer service for a replacement. So because it's a really um, nice set and from a very popular licensed theme, and you know if you just take Simpson away, not applying the stickers, even you apply the sticker, it's a really cool set to fit in. If you're into building, you know, a huge city layout, um, it's gonna be a very cool set to have in any city layout. But unfortunately, because of how great the set is, it's really hard to get a brand new replacement sticker sheet to replace those peeling stickers. I think a few years ago, I think 5 or 6 years ago, when I was it 5, 6? I forgot. Like um, the day that I noticed the peeling got worse, I tried to search online to look for a replacement, and at that time it was like 50, 60 something New Zealand dollars exclude shipping. Um, yeah, that was very expensive, and if I go and search now, it's even more expensive, right? So you know, I can't justify myself to pay close to 100 New Zealand dollars just for a sticker sheet that I don't need everything. I just need the one to replace um, the key ones that start peeling already. So it's like there's no way I can justify the price to get the replacement. So I just have to leave the Quickie Mart as it is. If at the end of the day, um, if everything um, kind of peel off, then well, that's too bad. Maybe I should get some model paint and start, use, copy the trade, not copy, but trace the design on the masking tape, cut it out, and then just print it on the bricks. But that's probably too much effort. Um, but yeah, talking about um, you know retired set, is it? I forgot what I want to talk about. Hey, it was just on my mind, and then suddenly it's gone. I think it's related to paying for stickers. Anyway, back to the current set. Yeah, so far, um, nothing kind of surprising. I think this part is really nice because that yellow kind of represent the license plate. Um, I think it's the license plate. Hopefully it is. But yeah, that's pretty nice touch. So far the build, nothing um, that complicated. But it's an enjoyable build so far. And yeah, it's really bothering me to forgot what I'm trying to talk about. It's just too many things just strike in the mind, and then just gonna recall. Well, then we just have to move on and continue building this interesting Lego set. And then this is on the side of the car, and I got it wrong. Yeah, of course. Once I don't need that single piece on one side. Even simple set like this, I start to make mistakes. Imagine, building a much bigger set, right? And if I messed up, then I have to redo again. That means I will not, finish things I estimate within the time I estimate. But because it's small sets, I think this video is going to be shorter compared to the one that that needed across multiple days. Where's the piece underneath anything? It's just right here. Again, looking for a Lego piece is can be a challenge. Seriously. And how come it's so hard to press this in? Anyway, it's because I'm trying to hold it while building it. Right? If I just lay it on the table, that's probably a lot easier. So often that I make the situation a lot more difficult for myself than it should be. It could be very simple, straightforward um, setup, or you know, I guess you can say approach to get this finished. But then, I also struggle when the bill is on the table and keep looking at the Lego logo, whether it's same direction. And every time I think video, I talk about this, right? If people got fed up, just leave a comment, let me know. And I try to learn how not to end up talking the same thing again and again. Um, but well, what else gonna happen, right? I think even I do something else, it's still gonna be something similar. It's always the same topic that kind of reflect um, what I'm thinking mostly, I guess. Believe it or not, I'm actually thinking about work at the moment. Thinking how to achieve some of the goal I set at work. It's not easy sometimes. It's not like the goal not being realistic. It's just there are often lots of factors that are beyond your control. So just have to learn and deal with it. Anyway, no work talk. Because I'm supposed to switch off my brain and start enjoying my free time in the evening. To be honest, I should spend more time getting more sleep rather than spending time doing other stuff. I mean, I kind of enjoy doing this, right? But at the same time, get really sleepy. So it's the balance, how much you can do. The thing is, I don't want to, I can open a big set and then, not even getting through one bag, right? If it's like getting through half the bag a day, imagine, building like something like Eiffel Tower or the Titanic, right? That will take forever to finish. It's like the whole month, or even worse, 2 months. It's just me talking and building the same thing. The Land Rover is slowly taking shape. I do enjoy it so far, and it's pretty interesting on how they do the side windows. It's something you don't, well, it's not a new techniques or something, but you don't often see in cars like this. I think they did something similar uh, in a set from a few years ago, which is what was that? I think it was the one with the bus for the side window, but with bus and train on Lego. Um, I do own those 9 volts train. 9 volts train is those are the set that I got in the past. Not like recently, it's like when I was still kid, right? It's a really cool. Um, I think a year ago I tried to take it out and let it run a little bit, but because I didn't have that many tracks, so it's just a small loop. But it's pretty cool because it doesn't need battery. Um, but my point is not about the train set. It's more on how Lego designs train and public vehicle. If you have noticed some of the recent trains, they don't even have the door. And to be honest, all the even the older trains and also the bus, right? They use the traditional um, doors for it, so that kind of you know it's not realistic, right? But because each Lego bricks has certain width and it's quite thick at times if you consider the scale of things. So there's no other way. If you can figure out how to, I think sliding door you will probably need specialized piece to look good because it will still kind of go in a little bit rather than a flat surface. Right? So it's not easy. But anyway, we're building the front grille right now. Let's hope I don't make further mistakes. I mean, it's not like costly mistakes, it's just mistakes and it happens. And quite interesting. This is actually a printed piece, but I'm not sure if it's introduced in this set or it was introduced in some other set and just the graphic design makes sense to be reused in this set. Probably need to do some research probably tomorrow rather than after this. After this, we'll probably just get the video imported to my Mac and is that minimum editing. So it's more like get into Mac and then join the two clips. We're gonna cut out some of the thing in the beginning on setting up the lights and camera, and then and also the packing up part in the end. The one reason is like, hey, if I leave it there, because I'm not going to talk much, then I don't think those are interesting. Maybe somebody might want to know. If anyone wants to keep that, maybe I can try have those kept in the video. It's so hard to apply stickers when my eyes getting really tired. Yeah, where did I don't think today is a good day. Because things keep jumping off my mind, and I don't think I want that. Okay. What? And of course, I make mistake. This side's supposed to be on top, and I was just like, oh, how come, I couldn't get it right? It's because I freaking applied the sticker wrong way. Yep, that's why I can easily fix this problem, and hopefully I don't make a mistake anymore, because I would anticipate this to be quite a breeze. Turns out it's not because the difficulty of the set increased. It's more to do with my incompetency in building Lego. Imagine there's a Lego speed build competition. I'm definitely gonna come last, to be honest. But it's not easy, right? Like, depending if all the pieces are already sorted, so how the competition should look like. Does it include you sorting the pieces, or the pieces are sorted and basically try to, speed up your build, right? So it's gonna be interesting to think about the rules. But will it be interesting in the end? It's really depending on the execution. It's like lots of movie and TV series. On paper, the story might be like very boring, or or, or it's not interesting at all. But then if the execution is good, right, then it will make it look like I wouldn't say masterpiece, but at least when we watch those, it's still a very entertaining movie. But at the same time, there will be some movie where, like, on paper, wow, the script, everything is so perfect, but when you go actually watch the movie, because the director or whatever happened, just execute the story in a very poor way. So even though the premise has a lot of potential, it's supposed to be good, but can be butchered by people making. So yeah, sometimes that happens. I need a sip of water first. Just imagine that when I try to you know take a sip of water and start coughing, and then spill the water onto the instruction booklet and onto the rest of the parts. Right? That's going to be disastrous. Well, but at least it's just water. It's not like something sticky. Yeah, if it's something sticky, then I wonder if I can go to Lego and say, "Oh, I actually spilled some sticky stuff." Uh, I'm just saying sticky stuff. I'm not referring to any particular kind of sticky stuff, but just imagine that. I wonder, calling Lego this. I wonder if they were happy to send replacement part, or just tell me, hey, you just go wash it yourself. Yeah, be interesting though. Would love to, if certain things happen, would love to, take the recording of the call. But then lots of things that I need to do if I want to do that. And then revisit beyond it as my own entertainment, right? Because you don't want to break some obscure law just because you didn't ask the questions or try to post video without other people permission, right? But yeah, pressing in some Lego tie sometimes it's not as easy as you may think. uh, but pressing in tie kind of reminds me of a Thai commercial um, in China, but it was starring a superstar from Hong Kong, but his Mandarin is really bad. It end up is saying something with some Cantonese swearing words. Um, yeah, and that is actually pretty funny if you have or well if you understand Cantonese on a native. Well, you don't have to be native, but at least understand some of the nuances or why it's funny. It's because you don't have the context or you don't understand some of the nuance, then it's just a boring high commercial rather than something really funny, right? Uh, but those type of things, like we shouldn't be laughing at it because no matter whether they're celebrity or not, they try really hard to say something that they're not that comfortable with. So it's not easy. I totally understand that. Even making video like this, right? It's not easy. It looks easy, but actually it's not easy. It's not just like, hey, even now I take the approach of taking fewer editing, uh, but sometimes it's not just about filming the progress, but you know kind of getting it to be something interesting, right? That's actually quite difficult. It's not easy, and often it will trigger some negative thoughts and think, yeah, what's the point of doing this, and I should give up. But I don't think I will give up because my goal is really to give myself an opportunity to enjoy what I have, rather than just keeping everything unopened and having an excuse for not enough time, not enough space. Those are excuses. And then I just realized that I had very similar conversation yesterday, like even the day before. So the next thing I need to work on is how to have a conversation without repeating myself. But anyway, we finished building the Land Rover Classic Defender. Oops. So the roof not entirely secure, but you can. I just didn't secure it properly. But this is how the Classic Defender looks like, and it looks absolutely stunning. There are lots of details put into it. Like the building experience is very simple. Obviously, this is not targeting like adult builders, so everything is quite straightforward. Nothing deviate or nothing completely new in terms of how you build a Lego car. And as a bonus, you get this minifigure is no longer, it's not exclusive, but you do get some unique parts from this minifigure. The torso looks really nice with all the pineapples, and yeah, this is it's just a $25 set. It's unlikely that you can get discount, but as a total recommendation, and it's still not too late to get your Christmas present. So, if you're interested in a small set, uh, and looks good and fun to build, then this may be the one for you to buy as a Christmas present, either for yourself or for other people. And yeah, I think I have reached my limit, and I think you might already notice compared to the start of the video, the eye is probably looking much more tired. So I'm calling it a day and probably go to bed. And tomorrow I haven't decided how I will spend the time. If I manage to get free time again, whether one thing I definitely need to do is to film some new minifigures, more my daily minifigure shots. Other than that, I can choose to just, once the kids are asleep and had shower, I could choose to just sit down on sofa and watch some TV, or I can, start building another thing. But there's a couple of things I really need to do is having film a closer look of the Hocus Pocus set and also the Piranha plans. And those, I can take my time editing. I don't have to, just like before to finish everything within a few hours. But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I could probably take a rest. If I'm very sleepy, I would just, go to sleep very early. But anyway, here we are, and good night.